Welcome to my Dream Again series. And we'll be having 5 different topics under this series. And we're starting with the one I'm titling Put a Date to It. Yes, put it on a time bound regime. So, we all have things that we want to do, we all have goals, ideas, dreams that we know that we want to achieve, especially as a new year and a new decade is coming in. We are all putting ourselves on masterminds. We're putting ourselves on goal settings and measuring our time over the last decade. What did we do, what did we achieve, and what we're going to achieve in the years to come. Now, we know in the corporate world we have the acronym the SMART goals, which is when you're making a goal, when you're making a plan, it has to be smart, meaning it has to be specific. For us, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be relevant, and most importantly, the T, it has to be time bound, meaning I want to write a book and I'm going to do it for the next 6 months. That's where I'm going to pour my energy in, and by the end of the 6th month, the measure it's been measured. The success of the goal will be that the book has been published and it is up on Amazon, or it's in this bookstore around the world, depending on the goals that you have. Now, do not set your goals without a time to them. Do not just let them follow and and just cast them out as like winds will blow leaves and then they just fade away, because that way you're setting yourself up to give yourself excuses like, I will do it. It's the easiest way to procrastinate on the things that you know that you're supposed to do. But when you put a time to it, it puts you on a regimen. It gives you, it forces you to create a routine, and more importantly, it helps you break it down to specific times and chunk of tasks that will make you achieve it. Now, what has that got to do with anything? First and foremost, we have to know that our time is limited. Yes, we want to believe that we'll live forever. We want to believe that we're going to grow old, but at the same time, we need to have a sense of urgency, that we're not going to be young forever. We're not going to be as strong as we are right now forever. And some dreams we can only achieve during a specific time of our lives. When we let it go, it's better to live with I tried and I didn't achieve that goal than I wish I had done it. Most of the things that I know I don't like using the word regret, because life is a lesson depending on the perspective that you give to it. But most of the things that I know or I wished I had done and achieved and tried were goals that I let slip out of my hands. There were goals that I let slide and slip away, and I would rather tell myself, well, I tried but I didn't achieve it, than, oh, I never even tried at all. So what does it mean to dream? Dream in this perspective is putting yourself to work to achieve the things that you know you ought to do and you have to do. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, I just want to build a house, buy cars, have money, and live a good life. That is a good plan. That is a good goal. But if you want to be rich, how rich do you want to be? Do you want to be a thousandaire? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be a billionaire? So if you decide you want to be a billionaire, what are the steps that you need to achieve that? Do you want to start a company? Do you want to have Like, do you want to be a loan shark? Do you want to be buying and selling businesses? Oh, okay, I want to start a business. What kind of businesses am I good at? What do I have skills for? What do I have to train for? um, what do I have passion for? Um, what do I need to learn to be a success in this field? Oh, this is what I want to do. Okay, so what is the first step? When I finish the first step, what is the second step? And when I finish that, what is the next step? This is so important because when you achieve a little bit of chunk in your goals, it encourages you to try more. It encourages you to go further. And there's no one, there's no better example than Genesis verse 1. Oh no, Genesis chapter 1, excuse me. There's no better example than what God did at creation. Now, of course, God wanted to create the world. He wanted to create human beings that would be in communion with Him, that would fellowship with Him, that would be His friend. But He did one step after the other. God did not create the animals and then created light. No, He knew that the creatures that He was going to create needed light to see. They needed light to move around. They needed light to see one another, to comprehend their new environment. Okay, so He created light. And He created light. He created the land that was going to be their home. He separated the waters from the land. And then He created the animals, those who were on the land and those who were in water. Now, breaking it down and taking it one step after the other did not only help God to finish one project, like He's not doing three things at the same time. He focused on one, finished it, and went to the next step, finished that, and then go to the next step. That is the advantage of breaking your goals to chunks. When you have it in chunks and you focus on it, you complete it. Now you're proud of yourself. Oh my God, I really did achieve that. And then what is the next thing? Oh, yes, that. Is this complete? What could I have done better? Do I need to update anything? Do I need to correct anything? Oh, it's a perfect work. Okay, let's go to the next level. That is the whole idea. But the good thing is, as you break it into chunks and you know, okay, I have a year to achieve this. In the first quarter, what would success mean pertaining to this goal? In the second quarter, what would be, how would I measure my success? The third and the fourth. Because then you know by the, let's say November 2020, and you've done 7 out of 9 that you have on your list, or 8 out of 10 that you have on your list, then you realize, not bad. But for adventure, when it is December 25, 2020, and you've not started, I mean, well, like, you did start, but you didn't go any further, then you obviously know that was a dream you did not make come to pass. Maybe you weren't disciplined enough, whether you lost interest. And I'm hoping that you don't just have one thing on your to-do list for the whole decade, and especially for the whole year, so that you can measure every single thing. Now, remember, put God first. That I should have said from the beginning. Put God first, no matter how minute, no matter how little. Ask for wisdom, ask for strength, ask for help when you need it. Don't just go ahead and like try to do everything yourself. No, I'm good. I'm a perfectionist. I have to do it myself. If I don't do it well myself, they won't do it right. That's not going to work in the new year. You need to learn to delegate. You need to learn to let go. That way you're able to cover many grounds without burning yourself out. Then I would say, give yourself time to relax, rejuvenate yourself, take a ride, sleep, eat well, exercise. Like, don't just focus I have to achieve my goal. I have to achieve my goal, that you burn yourself out. Give yourself time to grow. Give yourself time to grow. Give yourself time to grow. I'm going to say that again. Give yourself time to grow. When you relax, you can see what else is out there for me. What else can I achieve? What else am I going to do? What other opportunities can I take on as I go with this bag? And more importantly, I would say you have to dream again. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. It doesn't matter um, how hard life has been. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still alive. That should count for something. That should mean something. I don't know what you've been through in your lifetime. I don't know how drastic life has been with you. But I want you to know that because you still have the breath of God in you, because you're still here, you're worth the fight. You're what the goal. You're what the grace and the power and the treasures that life still have. Because believe it or not, the future is bright and beautiful, and if you can just hang on, you will get there. Don't give up. I'm encouraging you to dream again, even if it's just one dream that you're going to hold on to in 2020. Please hold on to it and give it your all. Give it your all. The sun does not shine the whole ray for 7 days in just one day. It does it best for that one day, goes to bed, and then you know comes out the next day. For every day, let today count. Give it your best, and let everything fall into place for you. My name is Yemisi Obey. I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a journal where you're writing the ideas that are coming to you. My DM is open. Let's talk. Let's share together. You can comment on this video. I look forward to reading your comment. If you have questions, please put it down. In the next topic, look for video 2. I would be putting it up for the next 7 days. We might do 5 days, but I'm hoping it's going to be 7. Let's just talk about the new year, but more importantly, let us talk about partnering with God in the new year to do great and mighty things, doing exploit for our God. Talk to you soon. Bye.